Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We appreciate you tuning in this morning. So today we've got a used trailer. Before we start talking about this Transwest 3-horse behind me, let's visit a little bit about what we do here at Transwest, because we do take trade-ins and we do buy used trailers, so we do have used inventory. But we, instead of just doing a wash and our safety checks, we kind of take it a step further when it comes to these used trailers, putting them through our service department. So this trailer is a non-living quarter, so it won't go through our household side across the street where our motorhome division is and have the living quarters gone through. Since it's just a using trailer, it'll just go through our chassis shop here. But what we look at is, first thing we do is we want to wash it, make it, look really clean and nice, and that way you can kind of see that trailer itself. We don't want to ever hide anything like that. And let's be honest, you want to look at a nice clean trailer. The other thing is we look at tires. So there's a couple pieces of criteria that we want to see. Is we want all the tires to match, we want them all to be good tread, and we want them all to be within 5 years of age of the DOT code on the sidewall of a tire. DOT codes read as a week and a year in which they were manufactured. So we look at that. If they're older than 5 years of age, we go ahead and replace them. If they're mismatched, we replace them. We want a set on the ground that all match, and then we want them to be in good tread. But then we put them on our alignment machine, make sure this trailer's wanting to run down the road straight for you. That creates bad tire wear when a trailer is out of alignment, just like passenger vehicles, which will eventually cause blowouts and you on the side of the road fixing a tire, which we don't want. Then from there, we go through the rest of the trailer. Everything safety is automatic. We try to go through and adjust, fix divider pads, kick mats, make sure all the lights operate. We want them to be in as good a condition as they are for you to go and enjoy them. We will never tell you it is like new. This is a used trailer. This is a 2022 used Transwest 3-horse gooseneck. So again, a really clean trailer. It's in a very good condition, very light usage, but it is a used trailer. On this, with it being a 3-horse with a front dressing room and a mid-tack that we'll show you here, we're 22 foot on the floor, we're 7 foot wide, and we're 7 foot tall. So this is Transwest classic model. So with that being said, you're a steel frame with aluminum body. But as we walk through this trailer, again, you'll notice that it is very, very lightly used. Things change. This customer wanted to upgrade into a 4-horse, bought a 3-horse, things change, we understand that. So they traded it in. But if you look underneath the gooseneck here, we'll walk you through this trailer a little bit. You have a manual hand crank jack, single leg. That's more than enough for this trailer itself. You notice the handle located over there to the right. This trailer is equipped with an onboard battery, so you can operate some lights as long as that battery is charged up, which your truck will work as a trickle charger to that battery itself. So again, you're gonna have a front dressing room with a mid-tack. So these type of setups are really popular just because now we can keep this front dressing room a lot cleaner. We're not having to smell saddles, blankets, any of your tack, anything like that. And it does. When we notice that there's dual areas as far as tack is concerned, these front dressing rooms usually stay a lot cleaner. You have carpet. So if you wanted to throw a mattress up here, a bedroll, anything like that, you do have windows in here, so you can create some cross breeze. You can see out. You've got a boot box on the gooseneck drop wall, which is great for kind of smaller miscellaneous storage, but also works as a step when you go to hop up into this gooseneck area. You've even got an additional window here on the short wall. So if you were to want to kind of convert this kind of an at-home type scenario, you can. It's not a big front dressing room, but there is some room here to kind of work with. There is also a pass-through door. So if you hop into that mid-tack, want to kick off dirty boots and things like that, you can hop right up here into this front dressing room. Again, you're going to keep this front area a lot cleaner, a lot more organized, just because you do have the separate tack room compared to this front dressing room. Now as we work into this mid-tack, So there is dual access points, so a door on each side of this trailer. And basically the tack setup mirrors each side of the trailer. As far as on your door, you're gonna have your door organizer. You're gonna have your brush tray on the door. You're gonna have a swing out saddle rack, 3-tier. You're gonna have the same on the other side. So a 3-tier swing out saddle rack. You've got blanket poles on the partition wall. The partition walls are carpeted. We really like carpeting, and we're happy that Trails West did this as well, because it, you know, with your bridle hooks and tack swinging against there, it's not going to create a lot of noise. It's also not going to scuff any of that type of stuff up. Now the difference is on the driver's side, you're going to have an area to locate a water tank, but actually here on passenger side behind the saddle rack is a water tank. So if you wanted to add an additional water tank to this for more storage, you can do that. But we really like these onboard water tanks just because they're gravity feed. You know, it doesn't take any electricity to, you know, run a pump or anything like that. So it's really easy to fill, really easy to drain. But then you can carry water on board for you, for your horses. Maybe you have a horse that really likes water from home, won't drink anything else. Maybe you get somewhere, you know, where the hydrant's a mile walk and you don't want to drag those buckets, or you go to a trailhead and you got that water on hand. It's really nice. So again, our parts department carries those corner water tanks. They also carry a half moon style as well. So those work really well on flat walls or 90 degrees, where when these slants, these corner water tanks seem to just work a lot better as far as the fit goes. So with this trailer being a 2022, you know, it has the new tires on it that it came with. I'm going to show you that date code just for reference, because a lot of times when we ask for customers for trade pictures, they send us just tread, and that's fantastic. That's what we want to see. But right here, and it's only on one side of the tire, but you'll notice this DOT code right here, and then you see this 4820. So these tires were manufactured the 48th week of 2020. So this is a 2022, but again, based on when it was probably manufactured, by the time this tire was manufactured, got to Trails West to get put on the trailer, you know, you do have some lag time in there, so that's why you see that type of a date. But that's what we're looking for. We want them all to match. We want them all good tread, so your tread pictures are really helpful, but we also like to see that DOT code. So again, it's only on one side of the tire. So if unfortunately you don't find them on any 4 tires on the ground, you got to crawl underneath there. And I know this is kind of hard, but you might crawl underneath the back here and the DOT code's up high, so you're not gonna be able to see it. So then you got to go to the next one and eventually hope that that DOT code is on the lower half of those tires for you to be able to see them. You have 3 bus windows on hip side. You'll notice you have an LED load light right above there, so you do have some exterior lighting. If you look at this trailer here, you're noticing this has kind of the almost like a gunmetal gray with some silver accent to them. So not just your standard silver aluminum wheel on this. They kind of put a little bit of color to it. It blends in really well with the graphic design on this trailer when you have it all closed up and the doors are there and you can really see those graphics as far as that's concerned. Get to the back of the trailer. Again, you'll notice very light use. One of the very first things we always see is on used trailers is down low on the kick wall side. As horses stand here, you know, they're sitting here and just eating away at this kick mat. So we usually end up having to replace kind of the lower half, or if it's completely destroyed, you know, we'll go ahead and replace the whole thing. But, you know, we usually go up about 12 inches or so it gets up a little bit higher, so we don't have a lip or a ledge there for a horse to get, you know, their hoof on and just basically just peel it off the wall. We like to go up a little bit higher. But as you can see, this is the original. So, you know, we really didn't have to do much of anything to this trailer as far as through our service department, but we still pay a certified technician to go through and really put his hands on this trailer and just go through it as far as just making sure it's ready to go for you. So we have these kick mats all the way around. You've got airflow dividers. on both of them, padded dividers on both of them as well. I do like this, and we do put a lot of emphasis on our Cimarrons. This back stall, some manufacturers will require you to do a telescoping rear divider in order to get it against the wall and shut your rear doors. We prefer, majority of the time, we prefer a solid rear divider. So that way there's not additional moving parts. But when that happens is some manufacturers will cut some of the back off of the trailer in order to do that, from the standpoint of keeping the stall sizes the same. Well, then you can't shut your rear doors without this divider sitting off the wall. Well, then you lose some stall space. So they've added a little bit of length back here. Again, we do that on our Cimarrons for that reasoning of keeping those solid. That way we can, open them up. Maybe you wanted to haul a toy in here. Maybe you want to haul a mirror full loose in here. We can get those dividers out of the way. Two-way roof vents up here. That way you can force air down. You can release hot air as it rises, maybe in these winter months. Get that stuff away from the horses. You have more LED lights in here. All the switches are located on the back of this trailer. And then on this model, the classic model, you get the wood floor. As you can see, very, very good condition. Very light usage on this trailer. Dual 50/50 doors on the back. You have an additional LED light on the back as well, load light. And then there's another one here on driver's side. So you have them on each side of the trailer and then the rear. Drop windows with jail bars as well, so you can actually drop these jail bars down. Maybe you want to throw a hay bag in there, give them some water, maybe just let them pop their head out if you're stopped somewhere. These are lockable as well, so you can actually use a key to lock these up. On the back doors, they have the ability to lock those up as well, so you can lock up that entire stall area as far as that's concerned. But nice framework to those drop windows. They're not just prefabbed where it's just the window. Those are real lightweight. They'll almost wobble in your hand. But those are framed with a little bit more to them. And then you notice there's a little bit more of that graphic there that I was talking about. Again, it kind of blends in with the accent as far as the wheels are concerned. Here's that swing out saddle rack. And again, you've got the blanket bars on the partition wall again. So again, the same setup as far as your saddle racks itself, and then those blanket bars on each side of that tack room. So again, as you can see, and with the newer trailers going up in price, this is a newer trailer, Again, it is used, but there is some savings here. So I'm going to give you the stock number just for reference. If you're interested in it, give us a call. Again, it's a 2022 Transwest Classic 3-horse gooseneck with the mid-tack, 5U 211-223. So give us a call. Anybody on the sales team can help you out. If you have a trade-in, we'll gladly take a look at it. You can visit with that salesperson about texting those pictures over, emailing them. If you're in the vicinity, you can come by. Maybe we can come take a look at it as well. We like to see them in person if we can, but the more pictures, the better. We want to see VIN plates, we want to see tires, we want to see any dings or dents, anything like that. So give us a call. That number is 303-684-3400. Thanks for tuning in and have a good day.